welcome to Blitz Tech 101. This is Jeff Jackson, Ghost Rider 86 on the RC Short Course Forum. Today I'm going to talk about our Blitz differential. Here's my backup ball diff for my Blitz here. Obviously I've already got one in it and it is working great. Look how smooth that is. Doesn't even turn over that really easy to turn over epic motor of mine. I've had good luck with mine. Doesn't seem to be many people in the forum that have had good luck. There's a couple. I don't know why. I don't understand it, but I would like to show you what I do, and maybe it will help you out. It'll teach you something. Not that I know that much, but just for whatever reason mine's working, so do it my way. I don't know. Let's just go to it. Get your Blitz ESE manual out. You're going to need the one that says ESE on it. If you have an RTR and you bought a ball diff, then you may be up the creek. You can download it online. Let's turn to page 18. I know you can't read that upside down, but you can't see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Page 18, that's the beginning of the ball diff build. And I'm going to disassemble this thing, get it ready to go, and we'll get right to it. Alright, here we are. You guys ready for this? Page 18. In the Blitz ESE manual, you begin the process of putting this thing together. First piece it shows is this piece here. Put the bearing on it. You can see I've already got my bearing on it. Just set your bearing down here. Make sure the bearing goes on nice and smooth and get it all the way down on there. The next step that you want to do is you want to put the gear on. Alright. Shows here that the gear sits down on the bearing. Alright. There we are. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a diff ring I didn't put on there, isn't there? How many of y'all called that? Hey, look, you don't have the diff ring. Alright, so here we go. We got the diff ring, we got the bearing. There it is. Look at that. Alright, so we need to get this piece in there. Go up to item number 12, and it shows the ball diff race. This is the ball diff race, and it's got the bearings in it already. I didn't want to put those in it in front of you because I figured you could figure that out. So sit this in the top. If you'll notice when you go to sit this down in here, set the ball diff race down in here, and you have your diff ring on the opposite side, it won't let you get it all the way flush. So I would advise taking the gear off, putting this piece in and making sure it's pushed down all the way around, and then flip it over and inspecting it. Make sure that it's flush on all sides here, okay? Can you guys see that pretty good? Probably not. Alright, make sure it's flush on this side. Alright? And you can sit it back on the gear. And then you're ready for this side. This side, the bearing's already in the hole. Alright, make sure it's flush up in there. And you set it down, and boom. The physical part of the diff is built. Alright, I've disassembled this piece again. And the reason I did that is I am going to show you how to understand this diagram on how and where to put the spring and the screw and the nut and all the little pieces. Refer to item number 13 and get your screw and your thrust washer and your little thrust balls together. Alright, I'm going to show you in two different ways how to do this. One, I'm going to completely flip away from page 20 and I'm going to page 54. Alright, that is the blow up diagram where everything is taken apart. You see in this diagram, that's what you're looking for, page 54. You're looking for this. This is going to tell you how to put your diff together. No, I ain't going to leave you right there. I'm going to show you myself just so you will completely understand. Alright? So, we've got to get the little diff, the little thrust washers on here, and I'm going to put a little grease on this washer. Come on, grease. There it is. Little grease, little grease. Alright, so I got a little grease on here, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pick these balls up with the grease. Don't need to have to actually touch the balls because they're just too difficult to manage. Alright, and I'm going to put my washer on top of all that. I'm going to smash it down, and you can see a couple of balls stick out. Oop, I lost one right there. Lost my balls. Alright, here we go. Now that I got them all on there, I'm just going to smash them in. Just going to push them in there. I'm going to roll it back and forth between my fingers, and boom, there they are. Worked right in, got the grease on them. That piece is ready to go. These two ends are not the same. When you look at it from this angle, the hole on this one is deeper than the hole on this one. If you put the bolt in the wrong side or the spring in the wrong side, it's going to protrude out past this gap here. And it's not going to allow your dog bone to flow. And your dog bone's going to bottom out when your suspension bottoms out. And it's going to break something. So, which one goes here? Obviously I'm talking about this end, but I'm referencing this side so you know which side. Which one? Spring or screw? Do, 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 do. Time's up. It's the screw. If you said the screw, congratulate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. The screw goes in this side. If you want to verify that for yourself, look at page 54 and you'll see how it comes apart. And you can actually see in the picture how it's the female side that the screw is going into. Alright? So you can only assume by the bearing and the fact that you can't see this side that this is the male side. So you can at least see the female side. That's where it goes. Alright? So that just leaves the female side. Get your bearing back on there. And then you're going to drop your first washer in the hole. And you're going to drop your spring in the hole. Come on, spring. I'm going to drop your other washer in the hole as per the instructions. And I'm going to take something, I'm just going to push them down in there. Boom, there they are. I wish it wasn't magnetic because it's making it stick. Alright. So now we've got our washer and we've got our spring and it's way down in the hole. And now we need to drop our nut in on top of it. Alright, that's pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this on the bolt. And I'm going to put the right pieces together. And the side goes here. Alright. After I get the ring on this side will go here. Alright, so I got it all set up. Just stays in the picture. It's not in the picture. How about that? We'll drop our washer down in there. And this is a little bit of a modified nut here I got from another guy. Nothing special about it. I actually prefer not to use it. And there she is. And voila. It's starting to tighten up. And I'm just going to tighten it the best I can tighten it with a screw in my hand. That's all I got right there. Alright. Diff's going good. Look at that. Both sides are moving nice. Everything's coming in contact. There it is. Okay. I was able to get it to move there a little bit. So I'm going to put this in here. Put this in here. I actually tightened it probably a quarter of a turn there. Still was able to turn it. I'm a really strong man, so lesser man might not be able to turn it at this point. You know, like Des fan. Alright. I actually turned it another quarter of a turn there. Weak initially. Alright, here we go. Alright, I can't move that gear now. Still ready to go. It's good to go. It sounds a little gritty because I didn't even clean it. It's still dirty from the last time I used it. But there we go. Got a good diff. It's nice and tight. Now it's ready to go in the car. Okay? What do you think? Did that help? Gosh, I hope it helped.